All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the live nickel box hunt with me, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Good to see everybody in the nest. Native Warrior, I wish you would have got that 67 as well. What's up to the one and only Against an Army of Shadows? Joe Must Be, Eric A, Create Craft, Chew 949 Designs, Native Warrior, Budget Coin Hunter, Eric A, I think I said, but I'll say it again. Good to see you. Good to see you. Johnny T is here. Kevin Presley. Joe Must Be, Bombay Sapphire, Brother Doug Wagner, Rich Fontaine, the Insane in the Membrane is here. What's up, brother? Create Craft, almost 100 hours in the nest. That's awesome. Matter of fact, speaking of, let me turn on the other games real quick. I know there's a couple that love playing the games, so let me do that real fast. We got the heist, the duel, the boss battle. And I heard something ding. Rich Fontaine has become a Rhodium Raven again. Yeah, buddy. 27 months, ladies and gentlemen, at the highest level. The man, the myth, the legend. Rich Fontaine. I'm doing good, Silver Throne Stacker. Thanks for asking, brother. I've fallen a little bit off on my diet the last week or so while I was in Missouri. What's up, Jack Covert? What's up, Eagle on the Moon, Montana Fox, Crafty Dragon, Jesse Kruckenberg. Good to see you, American Patriot, Jam and Maki. What's going on? And Azita Silver, you're welcome, brother. I try my best, and I appreciate you being here. We got some sad news earlier this evening. Against an Army of Shadows let us know that a member of the community had passed away, and his name was John Howe. It's unfortunate when something like that happens in the community. You guys know that anytime you hear about somebody passing away, it's very sad. So I want to take a little moment of silence before we do the early bird giveaway, and then we'll go from there. So please respect the moment of silence for John Howe. All right, may John rest in peace. Thoughts out to his family and friends, and it's hard to say anything that'll make it better for anybody, but we definitely will be missed by quite a few in the community, from what I understand. All right, let's get to it. What's up, Chris Nab? The Nabsters here, and Glorious Stacker, Thomas Tone, Chris Helms, Lori Camarista, Sean Bowden, Chris G, Scratch and Go Crazy, MC Silver, Vincent Caparina, Ron Pierce is here, to Jones, Rob Newman, how you doing? I saw somebody with the name Money D. Canadian Ryan is here. What's up, brother? Ernest Edwards is here. Rich Fontaine. J-Dog is here. Fleabag 949 Designs is in the nest. Michael Hargis. Lori Williams is here. Old Bell. Rob Newman. Fleabag. Deja Monet's Ministries for Jesus. Yoxnav. Silver Surfer. Compton. Again, Johnny T, John Camper, Michael LaFew, Conrad Reynolds, Kane Friday. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, everybody. So we're going to do a quick early bird giveaway, and then we will get the fun started here. Let me turn on the night bot. Remember, if my name, Invisible River Ranch's name, or the robot gets pulled, we will give you, the next person, a little piece of gold. All right, let's get the early bird started. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me turn this off for a second. I forgot to show you. Early bird choices are a quarter ounce of silver, a gorgeous 68 BU 40%er native warrior with a $3 super chat, or a Eisenhower 40%er. Those are the three starter items for tonight. And then the end of stream is this really cool Desert Storm piece of silver bullion that's in here. That's a metal, actually. It's silver. What's up, Mark B? It is beautifully toned in here. And that thing is pretty darn cool. So that's going to be the starter item into the box with whatever doesn't get pulled for the early bird. And after, if we don't find anything in the rolls, 10th roll, we'll add something to the end of stream. So no matter what, at the end of the stream, there's going to be at least 5 additional items in there. And you just never know what we're going to do here at RavenHawk Coins. Let's turn on the night bot and get this party started with the early bird giveaway. We're going to put it on mods. We're going to say live chat. And we're going to give you the last 13 minutes. And really, a big shout out and thank you to my brother Rich Fontaine, guys. 27 months as a Rhodium Raven. That is unreal. Him and Chris Nab, the two highest levels that are in the channel. And they've done that for quite a long time. So also a shout out to Chris Nab. Moneyman D, good to see you. Kason 2006, Mike Schleiz, Metallic Silver Skull. Guys, Chris Nab, 34 months, says, let's go. Almost 3 years away, guys. I mean, almost to 3 years in just 2 months. That is epic, to say the least. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Good to see Cassie Hall here. Good to see Crafty Dragon and Chapo 52. I know I missed some names. Harley Babe is here. Crazy Jim. Those of you that like playing the games, what's up, Cousin Andrew? Andrew's Northwest Coins. All the games are on, so if you want to play the dice and things like that, those will be going while we do the search. We're going to go through some nickels. I had a really good time at the show, J-Dog. Thank you, brother. Ate a lot of good food. And like I said, I was kind of... I kind of was a bad boy on my diet. Guys, American Patriot, almost 2 years as a Copper Falcon. You guys are amazing. The amount of loyalty that's here in the nest is unbelievable. What's up, Steven Biz? Holy cow, it has been a while. It's been a minute. Ernest Edwards is here. I had barbecue. I went to the Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse. I loved the steak that I had. I tried the beef Wellington. The steak was great, but they made this little mini Wellington, so you really didn't get the kind of experience I think you should have gotten. It should have been a big piece, you know, so that you got more mushroom and things like that. My only complaint was that my scallops were extremely salty. But other than that, I really enjoyed the meal. It was a lot of fun. Had some of the best barbecue I ever had out there. And when I was a little bad on my donuts, or my diet. See, I Freudian slip there for my diet. I had a couple donuts from a place called the Donut King. Unbelievable. What's up, Silver Merchant? Great to see you. I hope you're feeling much better, my friend. Guys, Silver Merchant has been out for a while. Hasn't been feeling good. So glad to see her. What's up, Salty Silver Stacker? Well, we're not selling anything tonight, brother. We're giving stuff away. Amazing time here. It's been a little while, but I'm back. Hello, Ness, says Lori Williams. 8 months as a Silver Hawk. Very cool. All right, let's pick the winner of the early bird so that we can get this party started. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Gene Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Gene Anderson, you're the winner. You get a choice of a proof Eisenhower, a 1/4 ounce of silver, or an uncirculated 40% Kennedy. Gene says, wow. Congrats, Gene. So let me know what you would like. Either a 1/4 ounce of silver, a proof 1972 Eisenhower silver dollar, or a 1968 uncirculated. She says Kennedy. All right, so Gene Anderson with the win. Good old, you know what? Because I've been a wrestling fan most of my life, anytime I see the name Gene, I go, mean. Woo! Gene. But I know you're not mean. You're a good person. Oh, man. All right. So get Gene in there. And remember video where the guy drowned in the toilet? No, Johnny, I don't remember a video of anybody drowning in a toilet. Let's turn off the night bot. These items here are all going to go into the EOS Extreme giveaway. Right here, the proof Ike, the 1/4 ounce of silver, and the really cool Desert Storm silver coin. All right, let's get this box open. We already know that it is a circulated box. And yeah, find me a box for stuff to put rolls in. And hold on a sec, guys. All right. I'm hoping we get a lot of cool stuff, because if we find stuff, we'll add stuff to the end of stream. If we get through 10 rolls and we don't find anything, wow, my hands are really frecular. Frecular. All right, guys. I don't see an obvious ender right off the bat. This one looks pretty old right here, but it doesn't have a mint mark. So we're going to start from the closest rolls to you guys, and hopefully we find some goodies. If not, there'll be at least 5 things added to the end of stream giveaway, because that's how we do it here. And I thought we had something good there for a second, but it is just kind of green. You know what? Let me focus in a little bit more on the hands. Here we go. Now we'll be able to see a little bit better. That's a 1966 in the mix. And if we find a 2009, which is a modern key date, we'll add to the end of stream as well. So we are hoping, ladies and gentlemen, that we get good stuff. You just never know. Right there, we got a 76, but we only keep things from the 50s and older as far as finds. But the stuff that'll add stuff to the end of the stream will be silver war nickels, nickels, buffaloes, aka Buffalo Soldiers, V nickels, what have you. I've never found a shield nickel while doing a hunt, so that would be pretty epic. What's up, Brad Zerlin? Now you could be a hand model, he says. Well, thank you, brother. I need to have cleaner nails. I was doing gardening today with the wife and the kids. We planted some tomatoes, brandywine, and green zebra, and beefsteak. And then we also, if we find a foreign coin, we'll throw in if we find something from Canada. Montana Fox, I am not working on a Dansko nickel album, but that could be something in the future that could happen. That's something that might be able to be something where we start doing this if we have more live nickel searches. Maybe do a modern book, you know. Compton says, I bet Raven gets manicures and pedicures. You know, it's funny. I used to work for the casinos back in the day, and that was actually something that they preferred you did. They wanted their employees to be well groomed, and they encouraged manicures and pedicures and stuff. I mean, the manicures especially, pedicures not so much, but if you were out in the area that I had, we had a little beach kind of area by the pool. So if you were somebody out there that had your shoes off and stuff, yes, they would want your toes looking good too. Nobody wants to see some ugly toes. What's up, Emil? Jim Shank, you rock too, brother. Thank you, my friend. And yeah, make sure to hit that like button. We get to 100 likes, we'll add to the end of stream to make it more extreme. I forgot to say that those rules were in play. We don't get to do a lot of box hunts, so when we do, it's kind of fun. It's a nice break from the norm. And, you know, honestly, I don't try to squeeze every last penny out of you guys, as you know. There's often times where I sell stuff at a loss, and I just, you know, I don't say anything about that when we're doing it live because, you know, that's how it goes when you're doing an auction as it is. You're taking a certain risk when you do buy it, buck and go auctions, you know, and maybe the coin's worth quite a bit and you don't get what it should go for, but there's times that you guys pay way too much. So in the end, it literally works out, and I cannot thank you guys enough for everything you do for me and my family. It really does mean a lot to me. Without this group that we call the Nest, I wouldn't be able to do this. I like Dimes Mud Swap, but they're too darn hard on the eyes, bro. What's up, Silver Chupacabra? Guys, if you like nickel hunts as well, go check out Silver Chupacabra. He's been doing some short videos where he shows what he gets in his nickel hunts. And he's been quite successful. Been finding some cool stuff. We haven't found anything in this box yet. Nothing to write home about. Hoping we get some finds. But if we don't find stuff, not to fret. We will still add to the end of stream to make it more extreme. What else has been going on? Oh, the show was at the Harrah's Casino in Kansas City, which was really pretty cool because I went down and played some cards. Guys, Invisible River Ranch with a $1 super chat. I went down and played cards, and I won 36 bucks. Then I played some craps, and I did really well for a while. I played for hours and hours on the crap table, but I lost $1 overall, you know. They should make coins with huge dates. That'd be good. I'd appreciate it. I'm sure all the blind people, you know, because as time goes by, man, my vision is definitely gotten weaker. You know, it is what it is. We all age. Some things go faster than others. Guys, again, another thank you to Invisible River Ranch for the $1 super chat. If you've never done a nickel hunt, you know, this is kind of how it goes sometimes. Hey, we got our first find. We got something from 1957 here. Oh, come on. There we go. 1957. And it looks like it has a D mint mark. So we got one find, but not something that qualifies to add. But hey, like I said, if we find a 2009, we find a war nickel, we find a Buffalo V nickel or what have you, we'll do well. Oh man, when I could read a date on a penny. I know, huh? It was cool back then, wasn't it? Everything you looked at, you could see perfectly. I'm 11 subs short of 500. Is it all right for me to paste my channel ID? Sure, Silver Chupacabra. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Silver Chup, let's get him over 500. He only needs 11. We could do that here in the Nest. You guys always seem to come through when we need to. Wait until I'm 71. Yeah, you know what, Emil? I travel with a gentleman that's 70, and he don't seem to miss a beat. He's got great eyes still. But he never did box hunts and stuff. I've looked at, I would say easily couple million coins in my lifetime with the amount of different box hunts that I've done per year on all different denominations, you know, each box having a couple thousand in the box. When I first came to your chat, you had a long animation with a plumber submerging in a toilet. No, Johnny T, I never had any animations, bro. I didn't have the high-tech gadgetry. If you're talking about, you're probably talking about Plumber Stacker, man. Daniel K, thank you for the subscription, brother. I'm 95 subs, says Salty Silver Stacker. Yeah, that would be Plumber Stacker, says Mustang Dave. Yep, I never had anything to do with a plumbing emoji or anything like that. I've really had very minimal stuff. Here, for those of you that have head plugs in, or earplugs in, make sure to pull them out real quick, because this was the most I had as far as graphics. Right here, the Suzuki. All right. Ah, Johnny T, no big, man. I'm not mad at you. It is what it is. You know? Things happen. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We went through driving home last night. It was a little stressful, but we kind of got lucky. We threaded the needle, so to speak, where we had probably about 25, 30 miles of really bad weather, but we could see north of us looked horrible, and going south looked even better. And so, you know, we only experienced rain for about 25, 30 minutes, basically. So, you know, it wasn't too horrible. But rain here and wind is pretty hectic. You know, it can be some scary stuff for sure. Found a 49 D over D last week. Nice, Lori Williams. That's awesome. Huge place. Your legs are tired after working from one end to the other, says Mustang Dave to Chapo 52. They must be talking about where Dave works. All right. Nothing left in those. We're on to roll number 6. Oh, no. Roll number 7. Hopefully. Oh, something looks... There's 2 of them in here that look promising. Actually, 1, 2, and 3. We'll see. Hopefully it's a war nickel so we can add extra stuff to the box. But if we don't get a war nickel in the 10 rolls, we will add something. Nope, that one, first one fooled us. Rain certainly looks different. Rain in the desert, big drops. No Windstar Casino, Mustang Dave. Oh, yeah, Windstar is a big casino. The Harrah's Casino is huge, and they had the Gordon Ramsay restaurant in it, among other things. You know, they had a nice card room. Like I said, I sat down and played Texas Hold'em a couple nights, and I won $136 overall, but I lost $1 playing craps for a couple hours. It's kind of unheard of to play that long and only lose $1, but I'll take it, you know. All right. Next roll. And sorry if I'm missing some of your comments. Good to see Jack Covert. Yeah, there's a lot of casinos, especially here in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, they have something to the tune of, the last time that I checked many years ago was like 168 separate venues that you could go to for gaming. And some of these things are really strange. Like we were on the road last night, and there was this tiny little casino in the middle of literally nothing. What's up, Fishing Hank? How you doing, brother? Was in Tunica. They had a tornado warning. Yeah, Silver Merchant, we had tornado warnings on the road last night. Matter of fact, I had my GPS on my vehicle said, you know, that there was tornado warnings and severe thunderstorms. So we thought we were going to have a lot more treacherous ride home than what we did. Like I said earlier, we had about a half hour of really bad driving, but you know what? The wind stayed consistent the entire drive. It was pretty gnarly stuff. Durant is the capital of Inkman's tribe. All right. We got one that looks interesting here, and nope, it is a modern nickel that somebody contaminated. I'm trying to make sure I keep my hands in the camera for you guys. We're looking for a 2009, hopefully. Something. Oh, we got a 1959, ladies and gentlemen. Fine number 2. That's a Demba. And let's see. We're at 103 likes. We're going to add to the end of stream to make it more extreme. How about this? How about we add a cool New Guinea 1/10 ounce silver. The cool thing about 10th ounce silvers, ladies and gentlemen, is they all go up in value over time. The 1/10 ounces are made on a smaller scale. They make a lot less of them compared to the 1 ounce coins and the half ounces and the quarter ounces. And also, they're really actually harder to make because of the small size of the coin. Getting that much detail in a small area is kind of a pain in the butt. So pretty, so shiny, says Kane Friday. All right, guys. We are through roll number 9. I thought we'd find a couple more things, but just the 59 and the 57. We'll do a wrap up at the end. What's up, T-Neth? How you doing? All right, roll number 10. That means if we don't find anything, we will still add something. A lot of modern nickels in this box I've noticed so far. I mean, like a lot of 2021s, 2022s, 23s. I've yet to see a 24. I'm sure at some point we'll find one, right? What's up, Silver Wishes? Good to see Chris Nab hanging out in the nest. Chris is a good dude. Got to do a little fishing with him last year. And was it last year? No, the year before in Grove. And this year we got Tulsa coming up in June. I'm going to be bringing my fishing pole with me. I'm going to try to find somewhere to fish while I'm in Tulsa. I just got to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, no fines. But hey, we're going to add a quarter ounce of silver to the end of stream extreme giveaway. And keep rolling on. Keep on rolling, 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 roll. Found a 1930 wheat cent. Nice, Michael Hargis. Congratulations, dude. I got some cool Mexican silver. What's up, Resin Dragon? Good to see you. Yeah, it was a good trip. Bought some cool stuff. Sold some really neat stuff. I had a couple Proof Barbers at a Proof Barber dime, quarter, and half dollar that I managed to sell. I've got some really neat slabbed Panama Balboas and some slabbed Libertads and stuff that maybe I'll put in the next auction we have. Oh, Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen, I might be going on a little bit early Thursday. I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of if I'm going to a show in Texas called Longview. They're having a show out there, and if I go to this show, I got to leave Thursday night because we have to set up really early Friday morning. But I don't like canceling shows, so I might go on at like 5 instead of 6. Love those slabs with the bag fragments. Thank you, J-Dog. Yeah, that was one of the cool finds. If you guys are okay with going on a little bit early on Thursday, I'd appreciate it. If not, you know, I think we might just do like kind of a really quick auction if we still start at 6. But yeah, I've got about a little over 5-hour drive to get there. And I don't want to cancel our show because I like being consistent. And once you start canceling shows, it's kind of a bad thing. You know, all of a sudden other people will think that you're not going to be on Thursdays anymore. So I don't know. Oh, we got something older here. Wow, it's only a 1980. Sent you an email with pics of a nickel I found in a box yesterday. That's weird. I checked my stuff. Oh, wait, here we go. Silver Chupacabra. That looks like an extreme grease, or what they also call it. That might be a die cap error with a grease strike through. That's a pretty cool find, dude. That's pretty cool. Just off looking at it real quick with the pictures you have, I think it's a cap die error to be exact. All right, next roll. 118 likes. What's up, Sean Bowden? How you doing, brother? So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Maybe I'll do I know what I'll do. I will do... What's up, Kelly O'Neill? We'll do a poll. We'll say short auction or postpone. So what I'll do is I'll write small auction here on the option. Oops. All right, guys. We'll let the nest vote, and it has to be a majority, not a 49-51% thing, because that just doesn't really work when you're doing a vote for this kind of stuff. So, and I'm not going to get offended if people feel that we should postpone. You know, it lets people save for a little bit longer. I've been actually kicking around the idea of going to Monday night versus Sunday nights as far as live stream. But we've been doing Sunday for so long that, you know, it's kind of our time zone. And I really don't know who's on Monday nights. I don't really have a lot of time to watch other channels, to be quite honest. I try to do the best I can. But that gets difficult, you know. There's just one me and so many more people. Oh, boy. You guys are awesome. All right, looks like small auction is ahead by 4%. I think that we should have the number be like a strong, you know, 55+ percentage to... really count as a vote, because that's kind of a, I don't know, to me 55-45, that means, you know, out of 100 people 45 people are telling you, nah, let's do something different, you know. I don't know of anyone on Mondays that I can think of says Resin Dragon. Well, thank you, Resin. That might be an option, because I know some people Sundays is hard for them, but then some people Mondays are harder. You know what, guys? We could do it. I'll do it a little bit early. If you guys end up voting having a small auction on Thursday, I'll go on at like 5. We'll do a small auction. And, nah, we kind of want wishy-washy, says Eric A. And so I'll do a little bit early on Monday. We'll make it a smaller auction so that I can give you guys some cool options of stuff that I picked up. Like I got some Mexican silver that I think, you know, there's a lot of you that like the Libertads and stuff. So I have some slabbed Libertad action going on. I have some really nice war nickels that are graded. We need our Raven, says Invisible River Ranch. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. All right, guys. 123 likes on a nickel search, guys. That's absolutely amazing. All right, we got a 1957 nickel right here. Our third find in the box. You see there. 1957. God, that one's a beat up nickel for sure. Loyal following, build it and they will come. Thank you, brother. Man, that's an ugly little 57 from Denver. All right. We're on to roll number 5. I'm so used to saying lots. That's funny. But I do have some cool stuff that I think you guys will like. Like speed dating Zoom. You know, the last Thursday auction was a quick one. I did do that pretty quick. Lori Williams says, what are Libertats? Those are the 1 ounce silver bullion rounds produced by Mexico, if you didn't know. I'm wondering if Lori's just teasing me. What's a nickel that's worth 5 cents? All nickels are worth 5 cents, Mud Swat. They have value. They have the value that we put into them because we trust that they'll be backed. Oh, we got a 1954. Fingers are getting dirty. And that looks like a San Francisco, ladies and gentlemen. Let me double check. Yep, it's a San Francisco. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to travel safely. Yep, link. I'm good on the road at night. If I'm done with the show by about 7:30, I'll get to Longview by about 1 a.m., That's not too bad because I can take a break or two in between, drink a little coffee on the road, and should be all right. And like I said before, I have a partner that I cruise with. Guys, we got 125 likes, says Brother Doug. When I get through these rolls, I'll add something else because we might be adding 2 things if we don't find an additional a War Nickel or 2009 or a Buffalo. But I do pretty good on the road. I got somebody that drives with me. We have pretty good conversations. So, you know, there's not a lot of time that we're quiet. I asked what a nickel like the 57 is actually worth. I know it's face value. Oh, well, you didn't say it that way, Mud Swat. A 57 that's uncirculated, yeah, of course it has more value than a nickel. One that's really beat up, you know, you're looking at like 8-9 cents. But here's the problem. When something's still heavily in circulation that you can find all the time, it's not really going to pull any type of extra premium from a coin dealer. You know, you might be able to do something where you put a bunch of 50s nickels together for somebody trying to fill a book, and you could probably charge 7-8 cents a piece that way on eBay or something. Guys, we got a dark one there. That looks promising. That looks pretty promising right there. We'll wait and see what happens. We'll get to it in just a second. But normally when they look like that from the side, they are a old buffalo or war nickel. You just never know. Joseph Lopez, I'm sorry if I couldn't come onto any of your streams. I've been dealing with health problems and mental problems. I had a bad dream one time that traumatized me. Joseph, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I hope it gets better for you. But it's good to see you, my friend. Come on, Silver, says Silver Chupacabra, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm right there with Silver Chup. I like giving away stuff. I like being able to add extra things to the box. And nope, this is a Jefferson nickel from 85. It's just been sitting in the ground. Good to see Jesse Kruckenberg here. Lori Camarista, V-nickel would be great. V-nickel would be awesome. I've actually found a couple V-nickels here in Oklahoma while doing box searches. So it's not out of the question. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add right now to the end of stream to make it more extreme. We're going to add a piece of copper and a 10th ouncer. Just because we're already over 100 and we're at 125 likes on the night. You guys are absolutely epic. You know what? Speaking of hobo nickels, I have a really cool hobo nickel right here. Check this out. Look at that. That thing is actually really, really cool. A little train. That is not my writing. This is one I bought from somebody quite a while ago. Very cool one. It's got the signature on the back of the coin. The GR23. That thing is pretty cool. My buddy puts weird notes on his stuff. Yeah, I'm probably going to make... I was going to make a short video on that hobo nickel at some point. What's up, Dick French? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see Mr. French. Tiger Stacker, what's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? All right, everybody. We are getting through this box. It's been kind of a slow one. But I hope you guys like the ability to see the nickels. You're able to see what I'm looking at. And, but yeah, I've been, like I said, this last week when I was in Missouri, I was bad with my diet. It's hard to eat really healthy when you're on the road. Hey, what's up, Silver Stacker? Or Savvy Stacker? I saw something about the hobo nickel being asked, and I didn't see what it was. I apologize. Oh, man, my nose itches. All right. What's up, Currency Systems? Hey, Currency, I was actually talking about you the other day to my friend when we were on the road. He was looking for a small... a currency book of smaller dollars. I'm going to bring this out a little bit, guys, so that we can have a little bit more view. This is roll number 20, so if we don't find anything here. Joe must be, it's at 55%. I was hoping to be a little bit above 55%, so, you know, I don't know. Gene Anderson, welcome to the nest as a copper falcon. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Hope you're having an awesome evening. I want to get a book for Wheaties, Eric A. That'd be fun. Wheaties would be a really hard book to fill in box searches. You know, Rob Finds Treasure seems to do pretty good at finding a lot of that stuff, but he's also in an area that has almost 3 times the amount of people we have living in Oklahoma. All right, the next item we're going to add is going to be a 1/4 ounce of silver to the box, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely free for just hanging out with me. Sandwich bag full of Wheaties. Nice, Eric A. Hopefully you find some good stuff. What's up, Diggin' Frog? Made the hobo nickel, used my own carving tool. There you go. Anybody can make a hobo nickel. It's the ones that are worth quite a bit or the ones that are older, have established names on them, you know. And you can usually tell by the style of when it was made because it's got patina and wear and tear on it versus like modern day ones. They look really kind of very straight lined artwork on them. I think it's the difference in the tools that were made in doing the nickels, you know, from back then till now. It's pretty, it's interesting to see though, you know. Guys, we are being stumped so far. I mean, we've had some nickel finds, but we haven't had anything that we could add something to the box for. And you know what? I think I'm going to focus back in closer again. All right, let's put it right about there. It's going to be a nice set of fractional silver by the time I get done. Yeah, no doubt. Do I think the price of silver will go back down as the market is being flooded with people selling silver? That is a very, very good possibility, Sean Bowden. I've seen quite a few people selling silver this last weekend. We got a find here, but I can't read the date 100%. So, it's another 1957. It's got a lot of green on it. Looks like a Denver. I think somebody might have pulled that out of a PVC. PVC plastic will damage your coins like nothing else. Azita's waiting for that dirty roll to show a ton of good stuff. Me too, brother. Me too. But what do you do, right? What do you do? The 2005. For those of you that don't know about the 2005, there's an air called the speared bison that runs through the body of the bison. There's different gradual dye pairings where the air is moved towards the back of the buffalo or the bison. Those aren't worth as much, but they still do bring a good premium, so you want to keep your eye out for those. You know, war nickels right now with the price of silver, they're worth about $1.40 or so in melt, which is quite a bit compared to what they used to be just 5 or 6 years ago. They were only 80 cents. You know, and yes, PVC residue is considered environmental damage, so they won't get the kind of they'll still call it authentic, but they'll call it an authentic an environmental damaged coin. Which we got a 1958 nickel, so we got another little find here. Let's see if I can get this. Camera doesn't like to focus with a lot of stuff behind it. All right, there's a 58. And it's a Denver. I'd rather that have had a big Monticello mint mark on it. For one, I want to get some silver back in my stack by going through this box. We're giving away a lot of silver tonight, absolutely free to the nest. And well, it looks like we had 105 votes. So that means out of 105 people, that 60 people said yes. Right? Yeah, 55 plus 5. That's 60. And then 45 said no. They want to postpone. I guess that's enough to justify a small auction. Hard to find the Phillies 56 through 59, says Silver Chupacabra. Chup should know. He checks out a lot of nickels. He does little clips that he adds in there. Has some fun with it, you know. Well, you know, honestly, the voting thing is always kind of interesting because you never really know who's voting that's trolling. And, you know, I do get a certain amount of haters. Hey, we finally got one from the 40s, guys. Right there, 1946. And that is a Philly, so we finally got one from the 40s. You live near Denver, nice. Well, living near Denver, you're gonna get mostly Denver stuff. You know, I mean, Philly stuff is gonna be a hard find in that area as it goes. But you know, thank you, Richard Hunter. I appreciate it, brother. We'll do a small auction. I think I'm going to start a little bit early. I don't think I'm going to start at 5. I think I'll make it 5:30. And we'll go through some stuff. We'll have a early bird. We'll have the midstream. We'll have the before end of stream. You know, we'll do the normal giveaways. And everybody be happy. Sounds like you need to level the machine, Compton, says Dawn. How small 1 penny increments, says Eric A. No, I'll probably do like 10, maybe 15 at the very most. Have I found any Carson City? Oh, never mind. He's asking Invisible about that. Well, you know, living close to Carson City, you'd think you'd be able to find some stuff somewhere, at least for sale in the local shops. I mean, that is the area that they come from, but you know what? There's probably a lot of people that travel there with the same idea in mind. We got quite a few people from Colorado in here. J-Dog, yeah, I know. You got to go get your wrestling-a-thon on. I saw the highlights from last night, J-Dog. What a disappointment, man. We'll see what happens tonight. Oh, God, if you could pull... Well, here's the thing. You know, pulling a Carson City, if you could actually get your hands on a bag full of dollars, I might... You know what I should do? I have a boss, of course, as you guys know, that I do work at a coin show... at a coin shop every once in a while. And he puts away bags of Morgan and Peace dollars and stuff that comes in. And it'd be neat to look through another bag. I've looked at a bag of his silver before. It would be kind of cool, though, to find... I'm sorry, I'm not in front of the camera the way I should be, guys. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, he's watching WWE, Eric. WrestleMania. It's that time of year. It's funny, the guy that I travel with, he gets all worked up whenever I watch wrestling. He's like, oh, why are you watching that? I can't stand that. I laugh. I said, hey, if you're going to sleep, it shouldn't matter what I watch. You know? But he's a good man. I wouldn't travel with somebody that I didn't trust, you know? Because when you're traveling with coins and gold and silver in a vehicle, you kind of, you got to be very diligent about your surroundings and what's going on. At the last show I was at, matter of fact, there was one of the coin dealers had taken a couple boxes out to his car and his laptop, and he went back into the casino. Well, the show was at the casino. He was only gone from his car for about 10 minutes. He came back and somebody had busted the window out and stole the coins and the laptop. And the fortunate thing is that, you know, it was a casino, so they have all the surveillance footage and they have the license plate number and everything, but who knows if the car was stolen that they were using to steal from him. But he lost over $5,000 in coins that he had. He had bought a bunch of coins that he was going to take back home with him and work them up. and he thought he could just leave him in the car instead of having him by his feet in the show. Yeah, guys, Laureate was really awful. You know, because this poor guy, he's kind of an average Joe. You know, he works at a tire factory and stuff, and he does the coin, sells coins and stuff on the side. And, you know, he dabbles in kind of more entry-level coinage and certain foreign stuff. And to anybody that's doing coin dealing, a $5,000 hit is pretty bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on roll number 29. We got this roll and the next roll. If we don't find anything, we'll add something else. And I think the next thing I add is going to be pretty cool. I want somebody to go away with some nice stuff tonight. And I just think it's nice to have you guys hanging out with me while I do a nickel hunt. I mean, it's pretty neat when you can have 100 and something people plus hanging out with you and watching you look through a box of nickels. And I keep getting off the camera, guys. I apologize for that. I wanted you guys to be able to see. That's a really nice 2021. Look at that. Oh, it's got a little field chatter there. But let me try to make sure I keep my hand in the right spot. Would you hold a Raven? Would you hold off a bigger purchase just to see what the spot price will do? As we both know, silver and gold went up significantly, and it looks like gold is breaking new ground almost daily. As far as gold goes, yes, I would wait. It's jumped up so much in the last 6 months, it's scary. 6 months or so ago, it was at $1,700 and something, $1,800. You know, now it's 23 plus, and it keeps going up. The nest is the best. Thank you, Chris Nab. I won a nice $20 bill from you last week. Yes, you did, Joe. Yes, you did. All right. We're getting through here. Buy. Yep, don't buy high. Sell low, buy high. Take out the half gram of gold and put it in your EOS from the cat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're putting a half gram of gold into the EXTREME to make it invisibly extreme. All right, here we go. We have a right here. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to show up for us. Let's see if we can get it to do it this way. Right there, IGR, 1/2 gram of gold going into the EXTREME tonight. We got gold in there, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Me and Invisible River Ranch got together. He put in a majority of the money, but I've helped with some of the gold money as well. So, but I let him have kind of say of when he wants to put stuff in or not. I think that was really cool of him. Hey, we got a 1940 Philly. Uh-oh. Little man's getting hungry. Guys, we got through another 10 without another find. So you know what? We're going to add to the EXTREME. How about a really nice uncirculated 1970 NIFC 40% Kennedy. That sucker is beautiful. Brilliant uncirculated. Going into the box. Invisible River Ranch, the man. All right. Better feed him. You won't like him when he's angry, that's for sure. Little Raven's a tough little dude. He little kids, we were at the swap meet today, and a kid kind of came towards him, and he didn't like it. He went, ah, you know, and the kid went, ah. It was kind of funny. Little dude doesn't like his personal space invaded, you know. What can you do? But I told him to be nice. And then he smiled and giggled, and we walked along. You know. Feed him or he's gonna give me a DDT. A BKO, because his name starts with a B. It'll be the BKO, the B knockout. All right, guys, 6 o'clock. We've been doing this for an hour. We're getting through this box pretty quickly, to be honest. Got 146 likes. You guys are absolutely epic. Because honestly, who would think that you would get that many people giving you love for searching through a box of nickels on a Sunday afternoon in the springtime? All right. Come on, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's find something good. You know what's crazy is we found an Ender War nickel on the last box hunt that we did live. So I thought that was going to be an epic box, and it was a slow box, kind of like this one. This one has been kind of stingy. We've got 3, 6, 7. We found 8 nickels that were before 1958, but you know, what do you do? All right. Invisible talking about winning gold. Now people here can win some gold. And you know what? We have a relatively smaller crowd than most of the auctions, so that gives you guys a little bit more of a statistical chance of winning. It's been interesting at the coin shows. A lot of people are talking about the election and predictions for gold. There's some dealers that are predicting $3,000 an ounce gold. If that happens, then you know the dollar's extremely weak at that point, because that just seems a bit high, you know. Oh, Bulgogi's good stuff, Michael LeFew. 24K Gangster, you won before, or no, that was your wife that won. There's people that have been at this show for many years that I've never seen win even one giveaway, which is, you know, it's kind of unfortunate. I kind of wish I could rotate the wins just off of like a list. We start from one and go down to the next and just kind of work wins that way, but that's really not fair. That's not how bots and stuff work. I mean, it'd be fair for the people hanging out in the nest, you know, one at a time. It'd take 200 plus shows for everybody to win on average, because, you know, we get some crowds into the 200s at times, and what would you do, right? Guys, somebody just said we hit 150 likes. All right, let's do this. For 150 likes, I'm going to add another piece of copper and another 1/10 ounce of silver. I've been in plenty of people's shows back in the day too. Same thing, where I used to be on their shows, dedicated, hanging out before I started my own, and never won. But I've also had some big channels that I won on that never sent me my stuff. You know, and that's kind of discouraging. I'm not going to throw their names out there because I'm not really into that kind of drama, but it's happened to me where, you know, I didn't receive something that I legitimately won. And one of them was a really a shocker, and you know, what are you gonna do? Can't really cry over spilled milk, you know. I love supporting, not complaining, what you do. Thank you, brother. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it at all, man. I didn't think you were complaining. I'm just talking back to you what you're saying to me, and you know, maybe one day you'll get lucky Yoxnav, yeah. Yeah, it was a bummer. And I've brought it up to the person a couple times in the last like couple years that, hey, by the way, I never got that into stream giveaway that I won, and they just go, oh, yeah, and you know, so what do you do? If it's kind of one of those things that they know you won it, but where did it go? Happened a couple of times, but look at it as if it doesn't cost me anything but disappointing. Yeah, Mustang Dave. That's really kind of the way you have to look at it, is that, you know, hey, you didn't pay for it, but it's still kind of disappointing that somebody does that stuff. I mean, there are people out there that have done it. I mean, heck, there's been people that have done things like announce that they're going to have 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and they're pumping their channel. They get a bunch of cool stuff, and then they just disappear. We got a 1958, ladies and gentlemen, from Denver. You know, I've seen that happen more than once, which is kind of a shame, you know, because that person or persons couldn't, you know, come back in good faith. But there have been people that have come back even after doing stuff like that because, you know, a lot of us are very forgiving. I don't hold grudges with people. I really don't. I think if you're a kind-hearted person, that sometimes people get angry and do stuff that's a little out of character, you know. I think that Raven attracts loyal people. Thank you, Eric A. I appreciate you, brother. I think that everything comes back to you, you know, the way it should, and that we all deserve a chance, you know. We're all human. We make mistakes. What do you do? I've won a couple times on videos from Raven, but not streams. Like you said, here for the community. Thank you, Chris Nab. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, there's this guy, Johnny T. I might have to ban him from my channel, guys. He's... Oh, wait, there he is. What's up, Johnny? Yep, life's too short to hold grudges. When you hold grudges, it affects you more than the other person. That's very true. They live in your brain rent-free, you know? And I refuse to let that happen. But I do think it's kind of comical that I've brought this up to this person on more than one occasion. And they're like, oh, I don't know what happened to that. You know, it's like, all right, sure you don't. But hey, what do you do? My band hammer is at the ready, says Resin. First warning, Johnny T. Luckily, I've never encountered a bad channel that I've been a part of, although I've heard of a few people behind the scenes that have screwed over the viewers, says Jack Covert. Yeah, but here's the thing that's interesting on that. I had something that happened a while back where somebody had said that they didn't get their stuff from us. And so we said, okay, send us the picture of the package and everything. And here's one thing. When you're doing a lot of shipping and selling, there is a protocol that when you go to the post office and you give them a package and the package is weighed, they know there's stuff in that package already. So when the package gets to a person and it literally is, you know, they say that it was opened and there was nothing in it, but it doesn't have, there's going to be either a green, red, or yellow sticker on there that said, look, God, look how dirty the fingers are. There's going to be a sticker that tells you that the package was damaged and delivered empty in transit. Now, this person sent... Don't give Silver Chupa any ideas, Resin or Mustang Dave. They all have their fingers on the button. Johnny T, you're okay, dude. Don't worry. I was teasing you back about the underwater Suzuki joke. So, you know, when that happens, when you receive an empty package, you're going to get a sticker on there when it's the USPS that tells them that, hey, it was sent damaged. Not only that, this person didn't actually tell the post office when they picked it up. You know, their story is that they took it home and realized that it was unopened then, which makes no sense to me. You know, and when that kind of stuff happens, it's actually the responsibility of the United States Post Office. That's why all packages have a minimum of $100 and whatnot. You know, I got a busted up package one time, but the coin was fine. You know, and what was really sad is we had told the person the exact steps to go through and everything, and then they went to try to go through PayPal to basically, you know, say that they didn't get what they were supposed to get. Well, PayPal, of course, you know, sent us a thing and gave us a call. They call you on the phone, and you know, they see we do the shipping labels via PayPal. We ship our stuff with the United States Postal Office, and they said the same thing right away, is why, you know, that we just need to see the shipping label printout, and so that they can look and see that it weighed something when it was shipped. And they also said, well, that's kind of weird that they didn't have a sticker on their package, and they waited until they had already left to later go back and say that something was missing. So, you know, unfortunately, there are situations like that happen. But what do you do? All right, we got through another 10, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing in there. But we're going to add a silver-proof Ike in its original little holder. Sometimes you even get extra coins, says Chris Nab. And you know what? I've had packages delivered out the red tape or notice, just damage to the box, like something was punched a hole to see what was in it. Well, they were supposed to do that for you, Johnny. But, you know, Chris Nab's actually right. We accidentally sent stuff to Chris Nab once that was somebody else's stuff. And Chris Nab's a good guy and said, hey, somehow I ended up with things I know that aren't mine. And he promptly sent it back in the mail, and we promptly told the person that was missing their stuff, like, hey, we're sorry this happened, and let them know. And we sent their stuff out to them right away. That is a good thing, you know. Mud Swat, a long time ago, I think we had something when I shipped something to you, but we worked that all out between us. They should have done something for you. When the post office makes the mistake, they're actually supposed to cover it, you know. Completely open, no red tape at your post office? That sucks, 24K. That's a bummer. Well, this person, you know, had they just come back to us and said their experience versus going to PayPal, things would have been done at a different way, but it just never worked out that way. Mustang Dave never has a problem with our shipping. For those of you that don't know, Mustang Dave lives really close to us. What you hunting for? Dwayne Davidson. What's up, Dwayne? Good to see you, brother. We're looking to see if we can find some Silver War nickels or some Buffaloes or any errors or 2009 modern key dates. I do this for fun. Once in a while, we'd go through a box and I do a big giveaway at the end. So there's a box sitting right beside me that we're about to do a giveaway here when we get through these last 10 rolls. What happens is if I find something cool in the box, I add to the end of stream. If we get through 10 rolls without getting a find, I add some silver or whatnot to the box. And we have a lot of fun doing it. Guys, for those of you that have never met Dwayne, Dwayne is a nice guy. I met him at the Missouri Coin Show I was at in Kansas City. Really cool dude. Had fun talking to him. He bought a Libertad set off of me that, honestly, I didn't want to sell it. But he he made me an offer that I couldn't refuse, and so he now has it. He actually bought quite a bit at that show. He bought stuff for myself and my partner, and so he's now here in the nest. Good to see you, Dwayne. Shout out to Dwayne. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot. All right. So far we've just found some 50s nickels, a couple in the 40s. We're looking for that elusive war nickel as of late. The last box we did, we had a war nickel ender, but that was the only silver in the whole box, which was kind of a bummer. Hey, we got a 1956. Denver. Wow. Excuse me, guys. Wow. Holy cow. Let me get a drink real quick here. Yeah, Johnny T, everything's got some problems, right? You know, what do you do? I think, honestly, Joe, it's because we've been talking for a long time, and every once in a while, a little spit fragment gets in the wrong pipe and makes me have a little bit of a cough, but, you know, what do you do? I do hear kind of some wheezing going on. What's up, Colorado Mountain Mama? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're enjoying your new home. But yeah, Dwayne, in a little bit, we're going to be doing a giveaway, so hopefully you're here. Everybody has an equal chance at a win. We have a robot that picks out a name. There's actually some gold. A little half-gram of gold is in the box, courtesy of Invisible River Ranch, my brother here in the nest. We got a 1959 Denver in the box. Just so you guys know, the stuff that I find, unless it's silver, I put back in circulation for somebody else to find. You know, what do you do? Hey, Kane, if you're doing videos, that's cool, man. Guys, check out Kane Friday. I didn't know Kane made content, but that's pretty cool. I'm always willing to help out somebody else that's starting out, you know. What do you do? What do you do? I know you went off your diet, but a cold Corona might help with that dry throat. Yeah, I'm back on it today though. I'm eating good already, and I will stay strict to it. Here's the thing, when you're out of town, it's really kind of difficult when you're staying in a hotel, because most hotels don't really have an area to cook, and you'd have to traipse along all your guys. Oh man, for a second this one fooled me. I thought that 8 was a 3, and I thought we found some silver, but we got a 48 Philly. Bummer. We got 2, 3, 4. We got 5 more rolls to go, and we will add something to the end of stream if we don't find anything else. Chapo 52, I don't put back the Buffaloes. Sorry. I put back the common date stuff in the 40s and the 50s and whatnot, because I think it's kind of fun to have that stuff still out there for kids that are searching to look to fill up books and whatnot. I don't know what I would do with a bunch of modern date nickels. Like I said, you know, yeah, they are worth a little more, but what do you really do with them? You know, you look in your red book, they have to be MS to get you anything, and then honestly, there's not a big demand for most modern nickels like that, you know. Most of us that do these roll hunts, we're looking for the silver, we're looking for the oddities. We got a 57 right here. That looks like a Denver. You can hear a little Raven in the background. Blah. All right, come on, let's get some good finds. But I had a great time. There's some kids that came to the show, and I I gave away some really nice Merc dimes to different kids that came to the coin show. Because when I was a little boy, what got me hooked is I was at a coin shop with my dad, and I really wasn't that interested in coins yet. You know, I just would tag along because, hey, you want to spend time with your dad. And so I'd go with him, and one day we were leaving the shop, and the coin shop owner tossed me a Indian head penny. And I went home, and I grabbed my dad's book, and I looked up what it was worth, and I couldn't believe it. That it was worth like about $10, that a penny was worth so much money. And from that moment forward, I really started to appreciate and like coins. Cane Friday, could you imagine that? We find a 3-legged buffalo here. Yep, definitely. I tell my kids all the time, especially my daughter, you know, she's like, Daddy, I want to be this old. And I say, no, you want to hold on to being a kid. Because life is an experience that's just full of a lot of cool things, you know. You deal with a lot of problems, a lot of ups and downs. What you gonna do when little Raven runs wild on you, brother? What you gonna do? He's gonna be a big boy. I had tuberculosis when I was a little kid. I was about 4.5 when I caught it. And unfortunately, one of the side effects of tuberculosis back then was I was lucky enough that they'd found a way to cure it. But unfortunately, it stunted my growth. I would have probably been like 6'2", 6'3", somewhere. Dude, no way. I had the same thing happen to me, says Yoxnav. Yeah, and, you know, so it stunted my growth. I should have been a lot bigger. Hold on to years. They go real fast. That's for sure, Chris Nab. That's a true statement. Yeah, but they said my boy, he's probably going to be like 6'3" to 6'6". You know, I also have a son that's over 6 foot. You know, my uncles, my dad, a lot of my uncles were 6'6", 6'5", 6'7". My grandfather, not my great-grandfather, my grandfather on my dad's side was 6'4". So, you know, it's one of those things where you're just kind of like, oh, really? But hey, things happen for a reason, right? 1958 Denver. I couldn't wait to grow up. I was wrong, says Eric K. Yeah. I think that happens to a lot of us. You start going, wait a minute. I should have lived like a kid a little bit longer. And now every time you go to the doctor, they freak out, don't they? Yeah. For a long time, I would tell them I had tuberculosis as a kid, and they're like, you can't get tested. And it's true, you can't. If you get tested for TB, you can get kind of sick. All right. Like it can actually relapse in your body. Last roll. And you know what, guys? If we don't find anything, I'm still going to add something pretty epic to the Industream giveaway. Because Invisible River Ranch tossed the ½ gram of gold in there like a stallion. What you doing, buddy? I'm almost done, Bubba. He's standing behind me. He's kind of bummed that I'm looking at nickels. What you doing, little bee? How you doing, Bubba? What? What's up, dude? All right, guys. Well, it doesn't look like we pulled any silver or any buffalo nickels tonight. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 nickels in here from the 40s to the 50s. Nothing super exciting, but hey, since we didn't find anything on the last thing, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. We're going to give away a 1962 proof Benji. with some really nice cameo going on. Look at that frosty. It's almost like a frosty beer. All right, let me put these nickels into the box that is going back to the bank. And then we will do the give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right, so we got the treasure box right here. I'm going to pull this camera back so we can see everything that's in here. We have that gorgeous 62 Franklin half. Emil says, somebody say Benji. We got a 71 proof silver Ike. We got the half gram of gold, actual gold. We got a 1/10 ounce of silver. We got an ounce of copper. We got a 1970 NIFC uncirculated 40% silver Kennedy half. We've got a 1/4 ounce of silver that looks like a Walker. We got another 1/4 ounce of silver that looks like a Walker. We got another 1/10 ounce silver. These 1/10 ounces are from New Guinea. We have another 1 ounce copper. We have another 1/10 ounce from New Guinea. We have another 1/4 ounce of silver. We have the really cool Desert Storm 3/9 fine silver coin. And then we have the 70 proof Eisenhower, ladies and gentlemen. Or 72 proof. All of this stuff going into the box for one lucky individual. You guys know what to do. I will turn on the Nightbot in just a moment. And we'll see who the winner is going to be, my friends. Heck yeah, silver and gold in the box. Let me turn on Nightbot. I'm going to go wash my hands. In the meantime, I'll get this bad boy set up for mods and live chat. All you have to do is be here and be active in the chat room, guys. Azita Silver, thank you, brother. You're awesome, too. Gary S., good to see you. Again, a good hello to Dwayne for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Caribbean Coins, what's going on? What's up, Ricky the Scotty, Rockzilla, Meek Rat, Brown Sugar 0069, Richard Sappington, Little Penny Coins, Vincent Caporina, how you doing? Moneyman D. Remember the only, what's up, Michael Smith, T-Neth, how you doing? The only rule is you must be at least 18 or older to win the giveaways. A foot for silver, says nice little stream tonight. Thank you, brother, man. Thank you to all the mods for being here. Guys, we had 160 likes on the night. You guys are absolutely amazing. The Digging Frog, awesome, thanks. You're welcome, brother. All right, I will be right back. I'm going to wash my hands. When I return, we'll do the drawing. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to everybody for being here tonight. You guys are absolutely too darn cool. And we ended the night with 160 likes, which is pretty reasonable. Seeing how you got to sit here and just listen to an old guy ramble on about nickels and childhood memories. All right, let's see who the winner chicken dinner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Wait a sec. Just W. What's up, Compton? Did Just W win recently? I can't seem to remember who wins these. Hopefully it was a while back because we do have the 3-month rule. So Just W, let me know. Cleared for the win, says Kevin Katowski. So never mind, guys. Just W, the winner of the industry. And Just W, you got yourself some gold and quite a bit of silver. You're not that old, brother. Thank you, Montana. I appreciate that. All right, so Just W. All right, everybody. I want to say a big thank you to the mods. So let me go over here and make sure I don't miss any of the mods. 24K Gangster, a foot for silver against an Army of Shadows, American Patriot, Andrew's Northwest Coins, Cousin Andrew, Chris the Nabster Nab, Conrad Reynolds, Doug Wagner, Invisible River Ranch, Joe Musby, Kevin Katowski, Mud Swat, Muscle Shell, Mustang Dave, Resin Dragon Studios, Silver Chupacabra, and I know Rich Fontaine was here earlier as well. Thank you once again for a great night, says Kilroy. You're welcome, brother. And Chris Nab says, thanks to all that support RavenHawk Coins. That means the world to me, man. Seriously, it does. Chris is a very stand-up dude, and I got nothing but love and respect for that guy. The fact that he supports my channel the way he has for the many years now is just something that is awesome. And the rest of you as well. You guys are absolutely epic. Please make sure to be safe, stay out there, and take care of one another. You know, again, rest in peace to John Howe. I hope his family will be okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins, have a great day.